In an unexpected and heartwarming twist, Pulitzer Prize-winning author Richard Russo recently found himself at the center of an amusing and now viral moment involving none other than Oprah Winfrey. The legendary media mogul reached out to congratulate Russo on his latest literary success, but their phone exchange took a hilarious turn when the acclaimed writer didn't recognize her unmistakable voice. A surprise call from the Queen of Talk. It all began when Oprah Winfrey, known for her deep appreciation for literature and her transformative Oprah's Book Club, decided to personally congratulate Russo after reading his newest novel, Somebody's Fool, a sequel to his beloved 1993 novel Nobody's Fool. The latest book has garnered rave reviews and rekindled public admiration for Russo's signature-style character-driven storytelling packed with humor, heartbreak, and profound insight into American life. Naturally, Oprah was moved. And being Oprah, she doesn't just send flowers or a generic email, she calls directly. According to Russo, the phone rang and a warm, energetic woman greeted him with effusive praise, saying she had just finished Somebody's Fool and thought it was absolutely brilliant. Russo, taken aback but still unaware of who he was speaking to, thanked the mystery caller politely. She just kept talking about how much she loved the book. Russo shared in an interview, chuckling, "I'm thinking, wow, this lady is really enthusiastic." It wasn't until several minutes into the conversation that Oprah revealed her identity. "I finally said, 'I'm sorry, who is this again?'" Russo admitted. Cue the stunned silence. Oprah, with her trademark humor and grace, reportedly burst into laughter and said, "It's Oprah, honey. The internet can't get enough." Once the story hit social media, fans and celebrities alike were in stitches over the innocent mix-up. Reactions ranged from, "How do you not recognize Oprah's voice?" to "This is the most wholesome thing I've heard all week." Several commenters pointed out that Russo, for all his literary acclaim, isn't exactly entrenched in celebrity culture, and perhaps that's what makes the story so delightful. Only Richard Russo could unknowingly who dissed Oprah Winfrey, one fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Others praised Oprah for making such a down-to-earth gesture in the first place. She really just calls people to say congrats. No cameras. No agenda. Just love. Russo's humble response. Russo, ever the humble wordsmith, took the mix-up in stride and even poked fun at himself during a recent book event. "I guess I was so focused on what she was saying, I didn't even hear the who," he joked. "Mean? Come on, it's Oprah. But in my defense, I wasn't expecting Oprah to call me. That's not a regular Tuesday." Despite the confusion, Russo says the conversation was one of the most meaningful surprises of his career. "Once I realized who it was, I was floored. She's an icon, and to know that my work touched her in that way, that's every writer's dream." A long-standing appreciation for literature. This moment is just another chapter in Oprah Winfrey's long and passionate love affair with books. Since launching Oprah's Book Club in 1996, she has catapulted dozens of authors to fame, often turning relatively unknown novels into instant bestsellers. Her stamp of approval can single-handedly transform an author's career, a phenomenon dubbed the Oprah effect. While Somebody's Fool has not yet been added to her official book club selections, the personal phone call certainly counts as high praise, and fans are now speculating whether a formal endorsement might be next. "She wouldn't call just to chat." One reader mused online. "Maybe we're about to see Russo on Oprah's Book Club 3.0. What's next for Russo?" Now in his 70s, Richard Russo continues to craft compelling narratives about ordinary people navigating extraordinary emotional landscapes. Somebody's Fool, which revisits the small-town characters from his earlier works, has been lauded for its tender exploration of aging, legacy, and forgiveness. Despite his success, Russo remains refreshingly modest. The mix-up with Oprah only reinforces his reputation as a man more comfortable behind a typewriter than in the limelight. "I'll probably never live that down," he said with a grin. "But honestly, I'm okay with that." Oprah's signature style, personal and powerful for Oprah. The gesture was in line with how she's always operated, leading with sincerity, warmth, and genuine curiosity. She doesn't just spotlight stories, she lives inside them, often forming personal connections with the authors who move her most. In fact, it's this authentic engagement that's made her a trusted voice in literature for nearly 3 decades. Whether she's elevating Toni Morrison, Elizabeth Gilbert, or Ta-Nehisi Coates, Oprah's ability to champion voices that matter continues to shape the literary landscape. Final thoughts. This charming mishap between Oprah Winfrey and Richard Russo reminds us all of the enduring power of storytelling and the beautiful connections it can forge. It's also a hilarious reminder that even the most famous voice in America can, on occasion, go unrecognized. If you're busy basking in literary praise. So the next time your phone rings and someone starts gushing about your work, you might want to ask, wait, is this Oprah?